late President Yar'Adua in resolving Nnamdi Kanu Ipob issues, Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria tells Buhari. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Is it now that they have started telling him? They have been telling him this for a very long time. The news in detail. The PFN asked Buhari to reconsider his hard stance on the incarceration of Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob. The Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, PFN, Southeast Zone, on Sunday advised President Muhammadu Buhari to learn from how the late President Umar Yar'Adua handled some critical situations as Nigeria's leader. The Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria asked Buhari to reconsider his hard stance on the incarceration of Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob. Buhari's administration has insisted that it will allow the courts to decide Kanu's fate. But speaking during a prayer rally organized by the PFN in Enugu, the national vice chairman, Southeast of the Christian body, Bishop Maxwell Korie, said the stand of the Nigerian government is not in anyone's interest. The cleric, who expressed worry over the level of insecurity in the zone, identified dialogue as the solution to the problems. He said, "We are deeply concerned with the level of insecurity in the Southeast zone, and having reviewed the situation, we urge the federal government to invite the agitation groups to a dialogue table to negotiate what their issues and misgivings are." The past administration of a late President Umar Musa Yar'Adua used dialogue to solve the problems of the Niger Delta region. So, we advise the incumbent administration of Muhammad Buhari to borrow relief from the Yar'Adua's administration. This is the sure and fastest way towards resolving these issues. Speaking on the 2023 presidential election, he restated that PFN stand that the body would vote against any political party that fielded a Muslim ticket. He said, any joint ticket of two Muslims in the office of the president and vice president in the forthcoming 2023 general elections shall not be tolerated. It is dead on arrival. All the political parties should take note of this, especially the two major political parties, the All Progressive Congress APC and the People's Democratic Party PDP. All PFN blocks have already been entrusted to mobilize and vote against such a political party that fields two Muslims in the presidential election come 2023, he added. He disclosed that a solemn assembly and prayer rally was born out of the vision that God gave to the national president of the PFN, Bishop Francis Waliuki. He stated that it is the responsibility of the Church of Jesus Christ to preserve Nigeria as one single entity and prevent Nigeria from destruction. In his remarks, the Enugu State Chairman of PFN, Bishop Godwin Madu, urged Christians not to despair but to remain prayerful and resolute. Now, sincerely, in times like this, when you look back and it is now looking like it is painful, when you look back and it's seeming like the past was better than the future, as in it is like we are now living in a kind of, should I say, imaginary kind of world where we now start wishing, no, God forbid, God forbid that we start going back to wish, had he been this man, had he been we are in the era of Yar'Adua, had he been we are in the era of Goodluck Jonathan, had he been, it's very painful. It is not the first time, not the second. I mean, Goodluck Jonathan has come out on issues concerning the nation. He came out and said the solution to this is dialogue and restructuring. The president too, the former president, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, came out and said the same thing, that it is restructuring. And I said, you cannot even restructure without dialogue. You can't. You can't. People have to agree before things will happen. I don't know. And the thing is, it is not like this our president do not know. It's not like restructuring is alien to him. It is not like dialogue is alien to him. This Unababa goes as far as, telling other nations that there is chaos, there is fight, there is unrest in their nations to throw the path of peace. Meanwhile, he cannot practice what he preached in this country. Is it not painful? It's not once or twice he comes out in the news and tell nations who are going through unrest period, who have crisis in them, who are experiencing crisis, that, they should throw the path of peace. Why don't he take his own advice? I don't know what is here in dialogue. And do you know the beautiful thing about dialogue? With dialogue, you don't need guns. You don't need bullets. You don't need to spend money on equipment, arms, ammunition. You don't need it. It's cost effective. No single bullet to be fired. Call for dialogue today. You call for dialogue today. You give your word saying, Nnamdi Kanu, Yoruba nation, the followers, the leaders who have been detained wrongly in all prison facilities, they should be released. And then, that if they are released, they should go to their various zones or various communities, rest, then bring up representatives, people from the grassroots who will come and represent them in that dialogue sitting. It is not going to be one day thing. It is going to be done as in maybe 2 days, another week, 2 days. You will cause waiting the world in Nigeria, not be waiting and go just gather, talk, agree on. And that's kind of a thing. You don't dialogue with only the southeastern people, because I want to assure you, if you call for dialogue for only the southeastern region, in the next 6 months or 1 year, another group, not be only the southeast and the marginalized, just that those ones, they say their own louder. There is the northeast is there. Those ones have not smelt anything. The middle belts are there. So all this thing, you call for everyone. They come together. You have settled Yoruba nation, Biafra nation, people who were jailed during the NSAS protest. In fact, we need somebody who is going to be a messiah come the next election. That is why I've always been saying, it is until we agree that we need somebody who is competent, not even popular. If you can queue behind somebody who is competent, who is really ready to serve Nigeria, Nigeria's problem has been solved 50%. Okay, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time.